The meadowlark and the chimchuree and the sparrow set to the sky in a flying spree for the sport of the pharaoh. Little while later the Pharisees dragged a comb through the meadow. Do you remember what they called up to you and me in our window? There is a rusty light on the pines tonight, some corn wine, Lord Romero. Into the bones of the birches and the spires of the churches jutting out from the shadow. And the yoke and the axe and the old smokestacks and the bale and the barrow. And everything sloped like it was dragged from a rope in the mouth of the south below. We've seen those mountains kneeling, felting and gray. We thought our very hearts would up and melt away from the snow in the nighttime, just going and going, and the stirring of wind chime in the morning, helps me find my way back in from the place where I have been. And Emily, I saw you last night by the river. I dreamed you were skipping little stones across the surface of the water, frowning at the angle where they were lost and slipped under forever in a mud cloud, mica spangled like the sky been breathing on a mirror. Anyhow, I sat by your side by the water. You taught me the names of the stars overhead that I wrote down in my ledger, though all I knew of the road universe were those Pleiades loosed in December. I promised you I'd set them to verse, so I'd always remember that the meteorite is the source of the light, and the meteor's just what we see. And the meteoroid is a stone that's devoid of the fire that propelled it to thee. And the meteorite's just what causes the light, and the meteor's how it's perceived. And the meteoroid's a bone thrown from the void that lies quiet and offering to thee. You came and lay a cold compress upon the mess I'm in. Through the windows wide and cried, Amen, Amen, Amen. The whole world stopped to hear you holler, and you looked down and saw now a tidy pen, and the mail is late, and the greatest days are not lit from within. The talk in town becoming downright sickening. In due time we will see the far buttes lit by a flare. I've seen your bravery, and I will follow you there, and go through the night time so healthy, gone healthy all of a sudden, in search of a midwife who can help me, who can help me, help me find my way back in. And there are worries where I've been. And say in the lee of the bay, don't be bothered. Leave your troubles here where the tugboats shear the water from the water, flanked by furrows curling back like a match held up to a newspaper. Emily, they'll follow your lead by the letter, and I make this climb, and I'm not ashamed to say I knew you better. What they've seen is just a beam of your sun that vanishes winter. Let us go, though we know it's a hopeless endeavor. The ties that bind, they are barbed and spined, and hold us close forever. Though there is nothing would help me come to grips with a sky that is gaping and yawning. There is a song I woke with on my lips as you sailed your great ship towards the morning. Come on home, the poppies are all grown knee-deep by now. Blossoms all have fallen, and the pollen ruins the plow. Peonies nod in the breeze, and while they wetly bow with hydrosyphilitic listlessness, ants mop up their brows, and everything with wings is restless, aimless, junking down. Butterflies and birds collide at hot, ungodly hours, and my clay-colored motherlessness rangely reclines. Come on home now, all my bones are dull, the rest we find. Pa pointed out to me for the 100th time tonight the way the ladle leads to a dirt red bullet of light. Squint skyward and listen. Loving him, we move within his borders, just asterisms in the stars set order. We could stand for a century, staring with our heads cocked in the broad daylight at this thing. Joy, landlocked in bodies that don't keep, dumbstruck with the sweetness of being till we don't be told of the light, and the media is just what we see. And the meteoroid is a stone that's devoid of the fire that propelled it to thee. And the meteorite's just what causes the light, and the meteor's how it's perceived. And the meteoroid's a bomb thrown from the void that lies quiet and offering to thee. Oh. Down in the green hay, where monkey and bear usually lay, they woke from a stable boy's cry. Said someone come quick, the horses got loose, got grass sick. They'll founder, faint, they'll die. What is now known by the sorrel and the roan, by the chestnut and the bay and the gelding gray, it is stay by the gate that you are given, and remain in your place for your season. And had the overfed it but listened to the high fence horse and wisdom. Did you hear that bear? Said monkey, we'll get out of here fair and square. They left the gate open wide. So, my bride, here is my hand, where is your palm? Try and understand my plan, Ursula. My heart is a furnace, full of love that's just and earnest. Now you know that we must unlearn this allegiance to a life of service, and no longer answer to that heartless hangmonger, nor be his accomplice, the charlatan with artless hustling. But Ursula, we've got to eat something and learn our keep while still within the borders of the land that men has girded, all double bolted and tight-fisted, until we reach the open country, steeped in milk and honey. Will you keep your fancy clothes on for me? Can you bear a little longer to wear that leash, my love? I swear by the air I breathe, sooner or later you'll bare your teeth. But for now, just dance, darling. Come on, will you dance, my darling? Darling, there's a place for us. Can we go before I turn to dust? Oh, my darling, there's a place for us. is to the east, which lies a little past the pasture. And the blackbirds hear to whistle and then rise and clap, and their applause calls the kettle black. And we can't have none of that. Move along, bear, there, that's that. Go cast in plaster, our Ursula's heart beat faster than monkeys ever will. But still, they had got to pay the bills, hadn't they? That is what the monkeys say. So with the courage of a clown or a cur or a kite jerking tight at its tether, in her dun brown gown of fur and a jerkin of swan's down and leather, there would sway on her hind legs the organ, would grind dregs of song for the pleasure of the children who'd shriek, throwing coins at her feet and recoiling in terror. Sing, dance, darling, come on, will you dance, my darling? Oh, darling, there's a place for us. Can we go before I turn the doors cold? My darling, there's a place for us. Oh, darling, come on, will you dance, my darling? You keep your eyes fixed on the highest hill, where you'll ever after eat your fill. Oh, my darling, dear mine, if you dance, dance, darling, and I love you still. Deep in the night shone a weak and miserly light, where the monkey shouldered his lamb. Someone had told him the bear had been wandering a fair piece away from where they were camped. Someone had told him the bear had been sneaking away to the seaside caverns to bathe. And the thought troubled the monkey, for he was afraid of spelunking down in those caves. Also afraid what the village people would say if they saw the bear in that state, lolling and splashing obscenely. Well, it seemed a rational way, washing that face, washing that matted and flea bit, pelting some sea spit, shine old kelp dripping with brine. The monkey just laughed and he muttered, when she comes back Ursula will be bursting with pride. Till I jump up saying you've been rolling in muck, saying you smell of garbage and grime. But far out, by now, far out, by now, bear plow, 'cause she would not drown. First the outside legs of the bear up and fell down in the water like knobby garters. Then the outside arms of the bear fell off as easy as if sloughed from boiled tomatoes. Lord, in a genteel courtesy, bear shed the mantle of her diluvian shoulders, and with a sigh she allowed the burden of belly to drop like an apron full of boulders. If you could hold up a threadbare coat to the light where its worn translucent in places, you'd see spots where almost every night of the year there'd been mending, suspending that baseness. Now a coat drags through the water, bagging what's a life's worth of hunger, limitless minnows. In the magnetic embrace, balletic and glacial, a bear's insatiable shadow. Left there, one bear, left bear, left there, one bear, step clear of the bear. from the top of the flight of the wide white stairs through the rest of my life. Do you wait for me there? There's a bell in my ears. There's the wide white roar. Drop a bell down the stairs. Hear it fall forevermore. Hear it fall forevermore. Drop a bell off of the dock. Blotted out in the sea. Drowning mute as a rock. And sounding mutiny. There's a light in the wings. It's a system of strings from the side while they swing. See the wires, the wires, the wires. And the articulation in our elbows and knees makes us buckle, and we couple an endless increase as the audience admires. And the little white dove made with love, made with love, made with glue and a glove and some pliers, swings a low sickle arc from its perch in the dark. Settle down, my desire. And the moment I slept, I was swept up in a terrible tremor. Though no longer bereft, how I shook and I couldn't remember. And in the furthermost shake drove a murdering stake, and it cleft me right down through my center. And I shouldn't say so, but I know that it was then and never. Push me back into a tree. Bind my buttons with salt. And fill my long ears with bees, praying, please, please, please. Oh, you would not. No, you would not. And then the system strings tugs on the tip of my wings, cut from cardboard and old magazines, makes me warble and rise like a sparrow. And in the place where I stood, there is a circle of wood, a cord or two, which you chop and you stack in your barrow. And it is terribly good to carry water and chop wood, streaked with soot, heavy-booted and wild-eyed. As I crash through the rafters and the ropes and the pulleys trail after, and the holiest belfry burns sky high, and then a slow lip of fire moves across the prairie with precision, while somewhere with your pliers and glue you make your first incision. And in a moment of almost unbearable vision, doubled over with the hunger of lions, hold me close, cooed the dove, who was stuffed now with sawdust and diamonds. separate. Why the long face? And though our bodies recoil from the grip of the soil, why the long face? And in the trough of the waves, which are pawing like dogs, pitch we pale-faced and grave, as I write in my log. Then I hear a noise from the hull. 7 days out to sea, and it is the damnable bell, and it tolls. Well, I believe that it tolls. It tolls for me, and it tolls for me. And oh, my wrist and my waist seem so easy to break. Still, my dear, I'd have walked you to the edge of the water, and I will recognize all of the lines of your face in the face of the daughter of my daughter. And darling, we will be fine, but what was yours and mine appears to me a sandcastle that the gibbering wave takes. But if it's all just the same, then will you say my name in the morning, so that I know when the wave breaks. I wasn't born of a whistle or milk from a thistle at twilight. No, I was all horns and thorns, sprung out fully formed, knock-kneed and upright. So enough of this terror, we deserve to know light, and grow ever more lighter and lighter. You would have seen me through, but I could not undo that desire. Oh, 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 desire. Oh, 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 desire. Oh, oh, desire. Oh, desire, 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 desire. From the top of the flight of the wide white stairs, through the rest of my life, do you wait for me there? And there was a booming above you that night. Black airplanes flew over the sea, and they were lone and shifting like beached whales, shelled snails, as you strained and you squinted to see the retreat of their hairless and blind cavalry. You froze in your sensual, prayed for your poor soul. Sky was a bread roll, soaking in a milk bowl, and when the bread broke, fell in bricks of wet smoke. My sleeping heart woke evermore be. And the plague of the greasy black engines a skulking has gone east. While you're left to explain them to me, released from their hairless and blind cavalry, with your hands in your pockets, stubbily running to where I'm unfresh, undressed and yawning. Well, what is this craziness, this crazy talking? You caught some small death when you were sleepwalking. It was a dark dream, darling, it's over. The fire breather is beneath the clover. Beneath his breathing there is cold clay forever. A toothless hound dog choking on a feather. But I took my fishing pole, feeling your fever, down to the swimming hole where there grows a bitter herb that blooms but one day a year. By the riverside I'd bring it here, apply it gently to the love you've lent me. While the river was twisting and braiding, the bait bobbed in a string, sobbed as it cut through the hustling breeze. And I watched how the water was kneading so neatly, gone trickling, nearly slow to a stop in his heat, in a frenzy, coiling flush along the muscles beneath. Press on me, we are restless things. Webs of seaweed are swaddling, and you call upon the dusk of the mask of a squid shot, full of ink, until you sink into your crib, rowing along among the reeds, among the rushes. I heard your song before my heart had time to hush it. Smell of a stone fruit being cut and being open. Smell of a low and of a lazy cinder smoking. And when the fire moves away, fire moves away, son. Why would you say I was the last one? Scrape your knee, it is only skin, makes the sound of violins. And when I cut your hair and leave the birds all of the trimmings, I'm the happiest woman among all women. In the shallow water stretches as far as I can see, knee deep, trudging along, the seagull weeps so long, humming a threshing song until the night is over. Hold on, hold on, hold your horses from the fickle dawn. I have got some business out at the edge of town. Candy weighing both of my pockets down till I can hardly stay afloat from the weight of them, and knowing how the common folk condemn what it is I do to you to keep you warm. Being a woman, but always up the mountain side you're clambering, groping blindly, hungry for anything, picking through your pocket lining. Well, what is this? Scrap a sassafras, a Sisyphus. I see the blossoms broke and went after the rain. Little sister, he will be back again. I have washed 1,000 spiders down the drain. Spiders go saying, soaked and dangling silently from all the blooming cherry trees and tiny mooses, safe from everyone, nothing but a nuisance. Gone now, dead and done. Be a woman, be a woman. Though we felt the spray of the waves, we decided to stay till the tide rose too far. We weren't afraid, cause we know what you are, and you know that we know what you are. Awful and tolo, incalculable, and discreetness and sorrow. Barbalo, Sybil, sea cow, all done up in the bowl. Tall and roti, and impalpable, bit of leather while you roll. Heather and hollyhock awkwardly moped along the shore. Are you mine? My heart, mine anymore. Stay with me for a while. That's an awfully real gun, and though life will lay it down, as the lightning has lately done, failing this, follow me, my sweetest friend, to see what you're anointed in, pointing your gun there. Lay it down nice and slow, there is nowhere to go. Save up where the light undiluted is within, in a drunk dream at the sight of my baby out back. Back on the patio, watching the bats bring night in. Well, elsewhere, estuaries of wax white wand, endlessly toward seashores unmapped. Last week, our picture window produced a half word, heavy and hollow, hit by a brown bird. We stood and watched her gape like a rattlesnake, and paint and labor over every intake. I said a sort of prayer for some rare grace, then thought I ought to take her to a higher place. Said dog, nor vulture, nor cat shall toy with you. And though you die, bird, you will have a fine view. Then in my hot pen, she slumped her sick way. We tramped through the poison oak, heartbroken in Kuwait. The dogs were snapping and you cuffed their collars, while I climbed the treehouse. Then how I hollered. Well, she'd lying as still as a stone in my palm for a lifetime or two. Then saw the treetops cocked her head and up and flew in. Back in the world that moves often according to the hoarding of these clues. Dogs still run roughly round, little tufts of finch down. And the cities we passed were a flickering wasteland, but his hand in my hand made him hale and harmless. Well, down in the lowlands the crops are all coming. We have everything. Life is thundering, blissful towards death in a stampede of his fumbling green gentleness. You stop by, I was all alive. In my doorway we shocked and jived. And when you waved, I was gone. See, I got gone when I got wise. But I can't with certainty say we survived. Then down and down and down and down and down and deeper, stoke without sound. The blameless flames, you endless sleeper, through fire below and fire above and fire within. Sleep through the things that couldn't have been if you had not been. And when the fire moves away, fire moves away, son. And why would you say I was the last one? All my bones, they are gone, gone, gone. Take my bones, I don't need none. Cold cupboard, Lord, nothing to chew on. Suck Monday on a cherry stone. Dig a little hole now, 3 inches round. Spit your hair in a hole in the ground. We upon the spot for the starving of me to look like my young cherry tree. When the bough breaks, what will you make for me? A little time to rest on your knee. Well, what will I do with a trinket such as this? Think of your warm when he's gone to the waves. But I'm starving and freezing, my knees lay open. Then I'll crawl across the salt flats to stroke your sweet hand. Come across the desert with no shoes on. I love you totally, or I love no one. Fire moves away. Fire moves away, son. Why would you say that I was the last one? Last one. Clear the room, there's a fire right behind you. And if the love of a woman or two, dear, could move you to such heights, then all I can do is do, my darling, right by you. When you ate, I saw your eyelashes. Saw them shake like wind on rushes. In the cornfield when she called me, moths around me thought they'd drown me. And I miss your precious heart. And I miss your precious heart. Dried rose petals, red round circles, frame your eyes and stain your knuckles. Dried rose petals, red round circles, frame your eyes and stain your knuckles. And all those lonely nights down by the river brought me bread and water in. But though I tried so hard, my little darling, I couldn't keep the night from coming in. And all those lonely nights down by the river brought me bread and water and the kiss and the can. Now in the quiet hour when I am sleeping, I cannot keep the night from coming in. Gone away again. I'll sleep through the rest of my days. If you're gone away again, I'll sleep through the rest of my days. And I will sleep through the rest of my days. And I'll sleep through the rest of my days. Of evening, help me, Cosmia, I'm grieving. And all those lonely nights down by the river brought me bread and water in. But though I tried so hard, my little darling, I couldn't keep the night from coming in. And all those lonely nights down by the river brought me bread and water in a kith and a can. Now in the quiet hour when I am sleeping, I cannot keep the night from coming in. Beneath the porch light, we've all been circling, beat our dust hearts, singe our flower wings. But in the corner, something is happening. Wild Cosmia, what have you seen? Water were your limbs and the fire was your hair. And then the moonlight caught your eye and you rose through the air. Well, if you've seen true light, then this is my prayer. Will you call me when you get there?